input from web page into Google Sheet from Nifty Sheets. I've set up this Google Sheet here. The sheet's name is AWF name, and this is the web page. So if I put in AWF name and run it, let's put it in the sheet. Now I'll just run that by you again. So that's the web page. So you put something in the web page, and then we press this button. We've loaded up the web page with the URL, added something in that text box, and then press run it. And then that run it code puts it in the spreadsheet. So if we look at the code, this is the HTML. There's the heading, hello world, and that's the text box where you put the name, input type text, and its ID is name. And there's the button, the run it button in the HTML code. And then you've got the function do stuff, and here it's listening to the button, and when the click event of the button is pressed, it runs this function do stuff. The value in the name text box is passed into the variable username, and then you run the script user clicked and you pass in the username, and then this just clears out the name text box. So that's the HTML. Now this code, this runs the Google script code, so we need to look at the user clicked event, which is in here, which is this one. That's the passed in name. That gives you access to the spreadsheet via its URL. So you open the spreadsheet by URL there, and you want the spreadsheet page, which I named AWF name. You might guess where I'm going with this, looking at my code, but that'd be the next step. We make something a little bit useful. And then it appends name, which is that name there, and you can also add the date. So that's the first column and that's the second column. So if you wanted a name and you wanted another text box entry there, you could have like that, and then that's just shows in the logger some information. That's it really. It's just the HTML page and that bit of code, which I'll post in the thread on Access World Forums where this is mentioned. Now what I'm thinking of doing is this code makes a form on your web page. So if you press that button, that's the code, and if you run it, that's the layout it produces. I'll show you what I'm thinking of doing this if I get around to it today. Depends on what's going on. Right, so we can put here AWF name, and then here we put real name. If I run that, so what I'm hoping to do is set it up so that users can put in their AWF name. In my case it'd be Uncle Gizmo, put in my real name, so that you'll have a list of people listing their real names next to their AWF name. AWF name, for people to familiar with it, that's Access World Forums. That's where you can contact me if you want to ask any questions about this code. Thank you.